The day began like any other. Mr. Collins rose at dawn, an admirable custom learnt in his Spartan youth and retained as a point of personal pride. After an hour spent closeted in meditation, cultivating what he flattered himself were high thoughts and lofty principles, he breakfasted with his wife. "What are your plans for the day, my dear?" Charlotte inquired of him as they ate. She asked the question every morning, even though there was never much mystery or even variety in her husband's answer. "I have a full slate of important work to do, I assure you," he replied. "I shall be in my book-room for the whole of the morning, going over the discourse to be preached on Sunday. Every word of it is already firmly fixed here in my head," he said, pointing to that appendage. "It is the presentation that still wants refining. A great deal of practice is required to give one's speech that unstudied air, you know. But that is what sets the really accomplished orators apart from the rest." "Yes, so you have informed me, on more than one occasion." "Would you care to hear it later? My sermon, I mean," Mr. Collins asked, reaching for another portion of ham. "It would be no bother at all." Charlotte considered the question a moment. "I think not, my dear. I would not wish to— how shall I explain— to dilute the impact of your words by listening in on them before they are fully prepared. Let them overtake me unawares at the proper time and place, of a sudden and in church." "Of course, that is only right. Though you are my wife, I mustn't show favouritism. All my parishioners have a rare treat in store for them this week, though I say it myself." "Indeed?" "Yes, the message I speak of came to me in a bolt of inspiration," he said in hallowed tones, raising his eyes heavenward. "It sprang into my mind, nearly fully formed, directly out of a chapter of Fordyce's sermons. I merely had to add such personal touches and illustrations from my own experience as naturally suggested themselves." "How convenient. Has Lady Catherine sanctioned your selection?" "Your scruples do you credit, my dear," he said, patting her hand. "But you should know by now that I never venture an opinion from the pulpit without her approval. She has already scrutinized the text point by point and given her kind approbation, provided I make the changes she advised." "Are there many to be made this week?" "Only so many as are perfectly reasonable, and as I have grown accustomed to expecting." "Her ladyship is exceedingly attentive to detail." "Very true, my dear. Nothing is beneath her notice. She makes even the minutest concerns of her neighbours her business. Is that not the soul of charity itself?" Charlotte was saved from the task of contriving an answer to this question by a timely distraction. The bell at the door sounded, the back door used by servants and tradesmen. Mr. Collins exhibited more than usual interest in the ordinary occurrence, going so far as to suspend his meal and his conversation in order to incline his ear in the direction of the noise. The patter of feet and a muted exchange of words could be heard. Mary, the household's young maid-of-all-work, then appeared with a large, irregularly shaped parcel wrapped in brown paper. "This just come from Rosings, madam," she announced. "Compliments of her ladyship." A beatific smile overspread Mr. Collins's countenance. "Excellent," he murmured. "What is it, Mary?" Charlotte inquired. "A joint of mutton, madam, or so says the footman who brung it. He also says as I am to cook and serve it this very day," Mary added fretfully. "Ladyship's orders." "How peculiar." Charlotte turned to her husband. "Do you have any knowledge of this, Mr. Collins?" "She is the soul of charity," he sang out. "Did I not say so less than 5 minutes ago? And here is yet another confirmation of it." Charlotte sighed. "Very well, Mary," she said. "You had best take that to the kitchen and see to it at once. Set aside your other chores for now." "Yes, madam, as you wish." Mary bobbed a curtsy and went. "Now, Mr. Collins," his wife continued, "please contain your raptures a moment and give me an answer more to the purpose. What is this about? Why, pray, is her ladyship sending us meat?"
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.